Alrighty guys, today is tire day for the gravity box. I already got one rim or one tire dismounted, and I shot a coat of primer on this rim. This was the one that was always going flat, and that rim was in pretty bad shape from, I'm assuming it got moisture in it when it was sitting over in the barn flat. That thing was a bear to dismount too. But getting started on this a little late 'cause I had a job interview at Monsanto this morning, and that was at 10:30, and I must have done something right because the interview started at 10:30 and I didn't leave there till almost noon. They just sat there and talked to me, so hopefully that's a good sign. Get a job, and that ought to help with the lack of capital that I have. But fire up the old bead breaker here. Who needs a tire machine when you got a 1,000-pound box plate? Hopefully these tires don't give me as much of a fit as that first one did. Help if it wasn't sitting on the rim. Dadgummit. Go prick. There we go. Sometimes this thing will peel them right off, and other times they fight. Almost got it. There we go. Nothing to it but to do it. Not nearly as bad as that first one was. One down, two to go. Yeah, these three weren't nearly as bad as that one because I had all three of these broke down in the time it took me just to get the tire off that one. So, and that actually works a lot better on the 77 because it's got down pressure on the 3-point, so you could pick the whole back end of the tractor up with it. Use it for weight, but I couldn't get the 77 out of the barn without tearing the yard up, so I had to use the 1600 instead. Can tell you though, when I finally do get, when either Dad or I finally get a shop put up, whichever one, probably be me, because Dad's looking to get a building for his business. But one of the very first things going in that shop, tire machine. Spoons ain't terrible, but we had a, I don't remember what the heck it was, an OMC, I think. That sounds right. I don't know, it was red, but had an arm that swung over the top, went down, and had the vise on it. Had a bead breaker on the side. We had that in auto class in high school. You really get spoiled running one of them bad boys. Come on, you bat bastard. There we go. And dismounting the tires ain't really the bad part. Sticking them back on the other hand, especially those are going to be those are load range D trailer tires. But one, I went with these because really the only implement tire you can get that's got a load range rating are DOT implement tires. Those are about $200 a pop. These are DOT trailer tires, highway speed rated, load range D. I can't remember how many ply, but $80 a piece. And really, they look a lot like the new, I guess you call them high flotation, high load implement tires that they put on like gravity wagons and stuff, or big gravity wagons now. So I don't think they're actually going to look too bad on there. But guess we'll see. Alrighty, got all the tires dismounted, got all the wheels primed. This is just a temporary thing, so when I get the whole wagon painted, I'm probably going to dismount all the tires and have the wheels completely blasted and painted. So, but this'll, they needed wire brush anyway to make sure that the beads seated right and they didn't leak. Unfortunately, I screwed up. I got valve stems for them when I picked the tires up, and I got the wrong size. I'd have never imagined these. Well, I mean, I guess I would have imagined. I probably should have thought about it, but these have 5/8 valve stem holes in them, which is a standard size, but it's bigger. Normal hole size is 4 point something something. What they use in most trailer wheels and stuff now, so that's what I got valve stems for, and they're too small. But luckily I caught Mom in time before she got home from shopping, and she picked me up a set of 4, so she'll be here in a little bit with them. keep on mounting these things up. But tell you what, if anybody's looking for a nice used set of radial tires, 235 I'll make you one hell of a deal. Got 2 that match and 2 that match, but all 4 don't match, so and only one of them's got a screwed up bead. The other 3 are perfect. So yeah, anybody wants a set of tires, let me know. Well, I admit defeat on trying to mount those bad boys up by hand. Not that was too much of a surprise, but I was screwed with one tire for 20 minutes. Couldn't even get one side on. So I was like, screw it. Took it downtown to the garage and had them do it. I'll tell you what, there's something to be said for a small little hometown garage, because I showed up there at about 18 after, and they closed at 5:30, and they stayed late to get them things mounted up for me. So, and then only charged me $20 to do it on top of that. So something to be said for the little guy helping the little guy. But back to the project. These lug bolts came out kind of hard, so I figured I'd chase the threads first before I put everything back together. And I do got to admit, them tires look pretty darn good on them rims. When you're not putting implement tires on implement rims, you kind of have a crapshoot as to how they're going to look on there. And everybody knows car tires look like shit on implements, but trailer tires are kind of hit and miss. Come on, start. Nope. There we go. And being load range D, they ought to be plenty stiff enough to carry the kind of weight I'm expecting to put in this thing. Dadgummit. The only bad part about this ratchet handle is where you usually rest your fingers. Every once in a while you snag the gear collar and change direction on you. This is one thing. See all that paint coming out of there on the end of that tap? That's one thing I really don't like when people do repaints on stuff and they don't think. If you paint something and it's got exposed threads when you paint it and they get full of paint, chase the threads before you put it back together. Because A, it makes you more likely to strip the threads out, and B, if you do get the bolt all the way in, it's going to be really hard to get back out. And I think I might have done this hole already. Nope. This is number 6. Come on. Alrighty. The only thing I wish I could have done, but it would have been more expensive, is it would have been nice to put bigger tires on this for more flotation, but these are only 5-inch rims, so 750s was about all I could fit on there safely. You can put bigger tires on there, but they bulge so much that you kind of lose a little bit of the load rating, and it gets a little sketchy. Well, one down, 3 to go. Well, there's what it looks like with all 4 of them on there. Really ain't really bad looking tires for putting on a wagon. They fit real nice. That five ribs looks like a regular implement tire. You know, the only thing is it's got them zigzags in it, which they put them zigzags in new wagon tires, so and they'll wear better and ride better than regular implement tires, so I'd probably put them on another wagon. Now, hopefully the tin for it's ready to go tomorrow and start throwing the box back together, so I guess that does it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.